Hello everybody. Getting more snow. Got a winter weather advisory again tonight for 5 to 8 inches of snow. So probably be just the lake effect. There was a system coming across from Wisconsin, so if we get some of that, let me see. Yeah, that's maybe some system snow because it's packing, and the lake effect snow rarely packs. So that could be a little bit coming from the Canadian clipper, and some coming across from Wisconsin. So we're supposed to get probably fire up the tractor tomorrow, but it's snowing. But hey, it's the middle of past the middle of January, so we got absolutely no issues with getting snow, especially when it's been so mild. So, all right, let me see here. Switch my hat and get going here. Okay, where I'm at right now is I worked on the rear of the machine all day. I got the other linkages done for the 3-point, and I got the clevis made for the third link, and I got the little clip made that will holds up the third link when it's not being used. I got the PTO shaft cut, the spline cut on that. I got the PTO shield made. I got the frame here for the drawbar support done. And I got the arms for the 3-point hitch attached on there. I got the hydraulic outlets put on. So just to kind of give you an idea what all there was for me to work on, I'm almost to the point where I've got everything except the drawbar. I just crunched a few numbers, and here's what I come up with the drawbar. So I'll use this 3/4, and it's showing that it would be 1/4 inch thick steel. And what I'll do is I'll probably double this up to get a little more realistic thickness, and that'll make it easier to work with. So I'll notch this in a few spots, and then I'll take 2 of them and I'll weld them together, and then that will give me the thickness that I need to make it look the right scale. So I was going to, anyway, here we go over here then. You want to come back over here, Deb?
Yep.
Right there, yeah. All right, I'll move my peanuts mess here, my water. Okay, so here we are. We got the arms attached down here below. I got the linkages hooked on. I got this linkage hooked on. Everything's just kind of tacked, just to make sure everything. Here's the third link piece here. And there's your little bracket there that holds that. And then there's the third link under there with the pin in it. There's the PTO shield. There's the PTO shaft with the spline in it. And here's the frame for the drawbar. So if you stand back, you can kind of get an idea that I've got most of the stuff that's supposed to be there. And the drawbar will go through here. And that will come out a ways. Let me see if that's farther than it's not quite as far as the 3-point hitch arm. So I would say that would be about right there. So by the time we put that other layer in there, that'll make it look a lot more realistic. So, and then I'll drill a few holes here. So if the drawbar needs to be moved and the pin come out or go in, that'll be more realistic. So I'm very happy with the progress that I made today. And tomorrow I'll make the drawbar, and then I'm going to shift gears and move back. I'll probably do the pedals tomorrow, the clutch pedal and the brake pedals. And then I'm going to I got a box in the front of the seat yet, and I got to do some more work over here under the dash. And then I'll probably maybe get going, maybe do the first parts for the for the front axle. But I'm very happy how it's looking so far. And gonna be cool. I like it. I really like it.
You must have done those knobs again too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I cut those.
I seen they look different.
Yeah, I left the first one, but I cut the second one and I cut the third one. So the fender's just kind of loose on there, but you can kind of they're kind of snug. There you go. They move good though. There, that'll be nicer. But they weren't higher than the seat, so they were way too high. So that, and let's see, I think that was about the progress today. And over here we got a let's see, I'm gonna tell you guys, still people ask me about the welder. And I'll be right, come back then.
Oh, okay.
I get a lot of people ask me if I have a MIG welder, a TIG welder, and I've never been able to justify spending that kind of money. So all I use is the .030 gasless flux cord wire, and sometimes I use the Lincoln wire, but most of the time our store has the farm store carries the Hobart, and that works fine. Sometimes I get the large spool, and sometimes I usually keep one or two of these in the drawer just in case. But there's the whole spool. That's hard for me to buy those because they're like over $100. So these go on sale, and I usually buy 2 or 3 of them when they go on sale. They last me a long time. And here's the insert, the adapter to fit. There's an plastic adapter that goes on the welder that slips inside the middle of that large spool. You gotta change I got quite a bit of wire left on this one, but it's my welder is a Pro MIG 135, so it could use the gas, but I just have never thought it was necessary, and never wanted to monkey with changing the tanks. And people say that it's a lot cleaner weld, but just for spot welding, just for like I do, I've never been able to justify monkeying with the tanks or even buying a really good welder. And so anyway, for those of you who still wonder, and I just got the welder. I think this one we got at a Home Depot. I had the Lincoln Weld Pack 100s before this one, and I had 3 of them. But over 23 years, those little welders, they kind of served their purpose, and they were good welders. So this one here is a 135. So if I bought another one, I would probably get go a little bit bigger in case I wanted to weld something even thicker. So I might go with a 180 maybe next time, but I still would never buy an expensive welder for like $4,000 or $5,000. So I got that. I wanted to say that, and then I wanted to say another little thing that I do is I take duct tape. I take duct tape and I put it on the back of my sandpaper, and it probably lengthens the use out of a piece of sandpaper, probably I'd say 10 times longer, because I've sanded on so many curved surfaces that the sandpaper starts to rip. And I've even bought emery cloth before, and the emery cloth's expensive, but this here almost makes the regular piece of sandpaper into emery cloth, because you can't rip it or nothing. I mean, the sandpaper just lasts forever with that duct tape on the back. So most people have duct tape in their house nowadays, so it's just a handy little thing that I've done. Okay, so where are we at here now, Deb? I think that was everything there.
Mm-hmm.
And we sometimes are going to, let's see, I think we pretty well covered it today. It's just kind of a short little a short little video and one more little clip over here, the progress. And very happy with it. I love it. This is definitely going to be one of my favorite all-time models that I've ever made, because I love the 4020s. On the farm, I love them. And so I don't think we got a little bit of an issue here with the front wheels. We're at the right height. This is the right height for the front wheels, but I don't like, it's not the right width. So I want to widen it, and it needs to be a 3-rib tire. And so I'll just use this tire here to build the axle and to hold it up. But I'm going to definitely get a 3-rib tire. I'll either make it or I'll have somebody else make it. And I want this, it's all about the tires too. So everything has to look right. And it definitely has to look right, the tires. So we'll maybe end up, I got a hunch on maybe one place where I could find some, and if that's the case, that'll be great. But if not, there's no problem. I'm gonna make it. I'll make it look right, because that's what it's all about, is making everything look right. And on this one, this axle here on this side was just in case I had single wheels on it and that axle stuck out. I made this one little cap to make it look like if it was a single wheel, that axle would be sticking out. Then there would be notches in this like the real one to make it look more realistic. But with duals, this axle here will just get like a round bracket on here, and that axle will be, once we slide that out farther, then that axle, nothing will show except the end of that round bracket that goes on the end. So if you see this one on this side, normally we don't see this side of the tractor, so you can just see that I've welded a 3/4 inch nut inside this tubing and then capped it off, and that gives me a more realistic looking axle. So I think that's it. So
Alrighty.
nothing else, Deb, you think of?
No.
We're forgetting anything?
Nope.
Just the snowstorm.
Just a snowstorm.
It's still snowing, so I haven't used the loader only the one time, and I dug up the dirt, dug up the yard, and but when I snow blow around it, all the way around it, so I don't have to, because when it warms up and then refreezes, it's a mess to try to clean. And I like to keep it clean around in case I don't use it. I only used it twice last winter, the whole loader. They've only used it once this year, so I like to keep it kind of clean around there, so we can kind of go around out to the back barn and stuff. So okay, you guys, have a nice evening, and we'll show you the progress tomorrow night. Thanks again for all the nice comments. See ya.